All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Duval, Duval. Shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Shout out to my boy Jaganov. I don't know if he's gonna be watching this, man, but hey, Jacksonville did it, man. In a surprising, I don't even want to say it's an upset because number one, Ryan Tannehill is injured. Number two, Malik Willis wasn't even out there. I think Malik Willis was actually like suited, but I guess they just started that Josh Dibbs, whatever his name is, over him. But Jacksonville made the playoffs. Wow. And honestly, I'm shocked. They started off a little bit hot. I think they're like 2-1, 3-1 at one point. They fell off, and then they came back and they're 9-8, and they won that division over the Tennessee Titans, who started off slow, but they started getting hot. But then Ryan Tannehill got injured. Derrick Henry got injured for a little bit, but now they won. They won, and that game was crazy, man. I think it was a scoop fumble that they got the last touchdown on, and then I'm trying to think, and then they stopped Tennessee fourth. I forgot it was like fourth and something, but they stopped them. And honestly, man, I shout out to Jacksonville, bro. And we're gonna be talking about Doug Pederson the majority of this video, but shout out Trevor Lawrence. Looks like he's improving. He's finally looking like, I wouldn't say he's looking like the number one overall pick, but he's looking way better than he did last year, which is the benefit of having Doug Pederson. And honestly, man, just when I watched them, all the times I watch you guys, it seemed like you guys actually play with heart. You guys actually play like you want to play. Unlike last year when you had Urban Meyer's stupid self out there. Urban Meyer's not a NFL head coach. This is a fact. He is not an NFL head coach. That is just a fact. It is what it is, man. But let's talk about the man himself. Where is he? Doug Pederson, man. Dougie P, as they call him. First of all, let me just say something. I didn't like Doug Pederson, number one, because he played for the Eagles. Let's be for real. I'm a Giants fan. I don't like the Eagles. That's just a fact. I'm always going to be biased towards my Giants. I don't like Doug Pederson. But now that he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's not even in the same conference as my team, so I can speak honestly about Doug Pederson. Have no hate for him anymore. Have no bias against him. He's a good coach. He's honestly a good coach. He's supremely, like him from Urban Meyer to Doug Pederson. I mean, come on. That's like upgrading from like Urban Meyer to like Belichick at that point. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Urban Meyer. It is what it is. So it's just, he deserves Coach of the Year. I'm sorry, he just deserves Coach of the Year to come in. You guys have to realize the Jacksonville Jaguars were horrible. First overall pick, fire their coach mid-season. The coach that was kicking players, getting lap dances from strippers and bars and stuff, which I didn't mind. But that's just a bad look. He didn't fly with the team. He was just horrible. Trevor Lawrence is looking like a bust. No weapons whatsoever. Just honestly, for him to come in here, start off hot, get slow, keep the games close, and honestly battle back. The Tennessee Titans were leading this division, and Jacksonville somehow, some way just kept, staying afloat. And then it came down to Saturday night, and they won. You can tell this team is well coached. You can tell there's a culture. You can just feel the shift within this team. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, come on, man. Honestly, Doug Pederson deserves, Coach of the Year. He fixed Trevor Lawrence, and he just honestly fixed his team. And we'll have to see next year what next year has to offer. They're going to get free. They're going to have some free agency. They're going to have a draft. They can get some more weapons. They can get some more help for Trevor, and they can get some more help on that defense. And honestly, Doug Pederson has a history. Carson Wentz's best years, Doug Pederson. Nick Foles, best years. Besides that one Andy Reid year in 2013, Doug Pederson. Dude won a Super Bowl. Dude's been to an NFC Championship. He's been to the play. I think he's been to the playoffs besides 2020. He's been to the playoffs every year he's with the Eagles. I think 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, no. And 2020, no, he wasn't there in 20. Was he there in 2021? No, he got fired in 2020. And then, yeah, so he wasn't there. I think they just hired him. I don't know off the top of my head, but every year, majority of the years he was with the Eagles, he made the playoffs. That's just a fact. And he's had success with multiple He's had success with multiple quarterbacks: Trevor Lawrence, Nick Foles, Carson Wentz. Gotta give him his flowers. You honestly have to give him his flowers. He's just coach of the year, man. I'm sorry, he's coach of the year. He earned it. He deserved it. Simple fact that this team had a battle back all the way back to beat Tennessee in Jacksonville, and they got the job done. And this defense is very, very well coached. Defense is very, very well coached. You got to give the Jacksonville Jaguars their flowers. You honestly have to give the Jacksonville Jaguars their flowers. And it all started with Doug Pederson. Doug Pederson did his thing. Doug Pederson, helped this team out. He helped Trevor Lawrence out. He helped everything out. You can tell this team wants to play. Like, go look at the Jacksonville Jaguars last year compared to this year. Even when they were in their little slump, they look competitive. They honestly look competitive. Trevor Lawrence has progressively got better. Even though I do think Trevor Lawrence is overrated, and that's the Florida State bias in me, even though I do think he's overrated, Doug Pederson really helped him out. And this is a step in the right direction to Jacksonville. So for one more time, Duval! Shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars for getting it done, beating their arch nemesis, the Titans. And yeah, man, RJ out.